everyone, it's Melissa from Scott Township Public Library. I hope you're well. As you may know, we are still meeting virtually for Cooking Club. So for today's recipe, I'm going to do a demonstration of a very simple recipe. It's roasted cauliflower with garam masala. So these are the basic ingredients here, pretty simple stuff. If you've never used garam masala, it is a mix of, I guess the base ingredients would be cumin, cardamom, black pepper, cinnamon, cloves, and I think nutmeg, but then there are some variations, but those are kind of the base ingredients. Any of the experts would tell you to mix your own. I did not do that. We're going to use this bag of pre-mixed. I think it'll still be fine. I have high hopes. So the other ingredients we'll need for the recipe, of course, since it's roasted cauliflower, we'll need the humble cauliflower, about 1/2 of it, and I'll put the recipe in the comments. Salt and pepper to taste, of course. The recipe also calls for scallions, so I'm going to swap in green onions, pretty much the same thing. And here's a really nifty trick. If you get green onions and you can't use them all up, take any of the remaining portions that still have a little bit of root attached and stick them in some water, and voila, you get additional growth on your green onions. So I'll be chopping some of those up, and I'm going to cut this in half, get rid of the greens, and get it into a lot of nice little florets. And of course we'll need olive oil to coat the veggies before we use this flavor mix. That'll help the garam masala to stick and make a really nice, rich, earthy flavor when we roast the cauliflower. So I'm going to go get busy with this now, and I'll be right back and show you how to proceed from there. All right, I've done some chopping and some preparation. You'll see now that the cauliflower, I used more than 1/2 of the head of cauliflower, by the way. The recipe calls for 1/2. It didn't seem like quite enough, so that's the remaining portion in the back. I'll repurpose that somehow. But there are my cauliflower florets. Cut out the green, cut off the stem, and just kind of broke those with my fingers. And then here we have the green onion, or scallion if you're following the recipe to a T. And lastly, our olive oil, the garam masala, 2 tablespoons worth, and a tablespoon of olive oil. So now I'm going to put that olive oil in a big bowl, drop in these guys, stir, get them all coated, and lastly, sprinkle my mixture of garam masala over the top and stir that and mix it around so that everything is evenly coated. Also, before I started, I did preheat my oven for 450 degrees. You'll see that in the recipe. So we want a nice high temperature so that these get roasted quickly. And roasting vegetables is such a great way to get your vegetable intake in the winter time. This recipe I bet would work great with any kind of root vegetable. So, all right, here we go. All right, I finished mixing my cauliflower with the seasonings. Here we go. So you can see everything is coated pretty evenly. I did add a teaspoon or 2 of salt to this as well. And you'll see when you're doing your taste test that the garam masala has a little bit of heat to it, a little bit of kick. So I'm looking forward to trying this. My oven is just about preheated. So I take these and I transfer them to my jelly roll pan because it does more than jelly rolls. And I did spray it with a non-stick spray. So I'm going to spread these little cauliflower florets out on this, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven according to the instructions. I like to stir things partway through so that every part of the vegetable gets exposed to the heat about equally. So I'll be right back. And there is our finished dish. I did have a little taste, and it is really good. I wasn't sure what to expect. I am glad I added the salt, and definitely coat that cookie sheet or jelly roll tray or whatever you use very well with an anti-stick. If you want to use a little more olive oil, feel free. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you give the recipe a try. One thing I would say is if you're new to Indian flavors and have not tried garam masala and you're a little leery of the odor, it is a very strong odor. And my house smells great right now, but if you're not sure whether you'll like the odor, you can always roast the vegetables in just oil and then toss them with the garam masala after they're done roasting. So, but very happy with the way it turned out. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you will like and subscribe to our library YouTube channel. If you feel led to donate, you can always go to scottlibrary.org and there's a donate button there. And today, February 16th, since the video is going live today, and maybe you're interested in trying this recipe, but you don't necessarily want to go and get a large portion of garam masala, we will have printouts of the recipe and little packets of 2 tablespoons of garam masala, so you can swing by the library and pick that up from the book cart until the supplies are gone, and then you can try it and it's risk-free. So I hope you will take advantage of that, and that's all for me for Cooking Club for February. I hope you're staying warm and toasty, and this is a great way to warm up. So have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month.